Wake them up, and first thing you do is feed them and then play with them for a little bit, which can be looking at their face, talking to them, changing their diaper. And then they're going to be looking for that next nap again at that 45-minute mark. And then this cycle repeats itself every 2 to 3 hours.
Yep, for us, we're kind of in that like deep sleep period for Hank. This is not standard. Definitely later in the day, he wouldn't sleep in our arms while we chatted, but right now it's perfect. And I will say that when it comes to sleeping and eating, your baby needs to eat a total volume of milk every 24 hours. And so, especially for as this first month goes on, keep in mind that the more feeds they get during the day, then potentially the less they need overnight.
One thing I've had on my mind during these early weeks, and I'm sure other parents do too, are like, what about baby's brain development? You know, we are working so hard to make sure that we're just like eating ourselves, but it's something I'm always thinking about. What should we be doing to like help our kids do great?
Yeah, absolutely. And this is a very common thought. Yes. In the first year of life, babies' brains are working super hard. In fact, their brains are often firing, making little synapses 3 times.
Play with them for a little. Yes.
Now, we've mentioned daily schedule a couple times, and you know the key here is to know that your baby is going to sleep a lot in these first couple weeks of life, but they also need to have periods of wakefulness.
They do. At 1 week, babies will have wake windows that are about 30 to 60 minutes. So you wake them up, and first thing you do is feed them and then play with them for a little bit, which can be looking at their face, talking to them, changing their diaper. And then they're going to be looking for that next nap again at that 45-minute mark. And then this cycle repeats itself every 2 to 3 hours.
Yep, for us, we're kind of in that like deep sleep period for Hank. This is not standard. Definitely later in the day, he wouldn't sleep in our arms while we chatted, but right now it's perfect. And I will say that when it comes to sleeping and eating, your baby needs to eat a total volume of milk every 24 hours. And so, especially for as this first month goes on, keep in mind that the more feeds they get during the day, then potentially the less they need overnight.
Hello from me, Derek Ray.
One thing I've had
and I will say
hours.
Yep, for us, we're kind of in that like deep sleep period for Hank. This is not standard. Definitely later in the day, he wouldn't sleep in our arms while we chatted, but right now it's perfect. And I will say that when it comes to sleeping and eating, your baby needs to eat a total volume of milk every 24 hours. And so, especially for as this first month goes on, keep in mind that the more feeds they get during the day, then potentially the less they need.
Goalkeeper getting in the way. Superb save.
One thing I've had on my mind during these early weeks, and I'm sure other parents do too, are like, what about baby's brain development? You know, we are working so hard to make sure that we're just like eating ourselves, but it's something I'm always thinking about. What should we be doing to like help our kids do great?
Yeah, absolutely. And this is a very common thought. In the first year of life, babies' brains are working super hard. In fact, their brains are often firing, making little synapses 3 times more often than an adult brain. But fortunately, at this early stage, you don't have to work too hard to help them. Their little brains are just like soaking in the world around them as they go. The keys to helping them succeed at this stage is sleep, feeding, and love. Their eyes aren't able to focus on much anything more than 18 inches away from you, which is the distance about your face to them as you're holding them. So just enjoy those baby snuggles. Sing to them, spend time skin to skin. Bonding with you as a parent is an amazing way for them to start to lay the foundations for solid mental and emotional growth in the weeks and months to come.
And I think an important thing here is you cannot spoil a newborn. You can't hold them too much. Like in the first couple weeks, do not.
Common thought.
On my mind during these early weeks, and I'm sure other parents do too, are like, what about baby's brain development? You know, we are working so hard to make sure that we're just like eating ourselves, but it's something I'm always thinking about. What should we be doing to like help our kids do great?
Yeah, absolutely. And this is a very common thought. In the first year of life, babies' brains are working super hard. In fact, their brains are often firing, making little synapses 3 times more often than an adult brain. But fortunately, at this early stage, you don't have to work too hard to help them. Their little brains are just like soaking in the world around them as they go. The keys to helping them succeed at this stage is sleep, feeding, and love. Their eyes aren't able to focus on much anything more than 18 inches away from you, which is the distance about your face to them as you're holding them. So just enjoy those baby snuggles. Sing to them, spend time skin to skin. Bonding with you as a parent is an amazing way for them to start to lay the foundations for solid mental and emotional growth in the weeks and months to come.
And I think an important thing here is you cannot spoil a newborn. You can't hold them too much. Like in the first couple weeks, do not worry about spoiling your baby. Hold them, snuggle them, spend time with them. It's the best.
Absolutely.
So far, we've talked about feeding, weight gain schedules, and brain development. But what are the other things new parents need to know at this stage?
Yeah. Some other key things for this stage are sleep, diapers, bathing, and umbilical cord care.
So for the sake of your time, we have a video just about newborn sleep, which we will link here.
Yep. And we also have videos specifically about cord care and diaper changes coming up too. But when it comes to diapers, I will quickly say you're going to go through a lot of them. Some key things to keep in mind are that by this 1 week mark, poop should have transitioned back from that black tarry meconium to either a green-brown, or if you're breastfeeding, maybe it's more yellow and looks like it has little seeds in it. Over the course of the upcoming weeks and months, you may see all sorts of different colors in the poop that can be in this range of normal. However, if you see white poop, bloody poop, or dark black poop after the first week, let your pediatrician know.
When it comes to bathing, your little human doesn't need a bath every day at this stage. And honestly, much more than 2 or 3 times a week is plenty. So important tips for baby baths are to keep it short and simple. So make sure the water is a nice warm temperature without being too hot. So that's 98 to 100 degrees. It's a good idea to set even water heaters in the house to never go above 120. It's important to use a scent-free and dye-free soap to limit skin irritation. And then try to have baby not exposed. So out in the air for too long, you want to get them dried off and wrapped up in a towel right after their bath.
Since you mentioned baths, we should probably also talk briefly about umbilical cord care.
Yeah.
As a general rule, it is good to keep the cord dry until it falls off, but some sponge baths around the cord are okay. For most, that cord's going to dry out and fall off between the 1 and 2 week mark, but if it's still attached at week 3 or 4, you should talk to your pediatrician about this.
For me, it was hard to not try to, play with it, try to get it fall off sooner, but Kurt always says, just leave it alone. It is best to just leave it alone. You can fold the top of the diaper under it so it doesn't rub on it. Just let it be, it will fall off.
Yeah, and now you may have heard a grandmother or someone say like, oh, you should rub it with alcohol, keep it clean. That is no longer recommended. Again, leave it alone, keep it dry, let it be. When it falls off, you may see like a little drop or two of blood on the diaper. That is normal. It also may be normal for it to be a little wet for a day or two after. If it's bleeding persistently after it falls off, or if it continues to leak clear fluid, let the pediatrician know. If it's bleeding persistently, bring them into the ED right away. If it's leaking that clear fluid, that's something that the pediatrician may be able to treat in the office with a simple procedure. The other thing to think about for umbilical cords is infections are really rare, but if you see a lot of redness around the belly button, spreading warmth, etc., call your pediatrician right away. It's gonna smell, a little smell is normal. I'll feel like that stump itself, but like if you're like seeing discharge plus, etc., call your pediatrician right away.
So what about jaundice?
Yeah, we've had this mild jaundice is very common with all children. There's certain risk factors about being born premature or other siblings with jaundice or other like bruising things that can be a setup. Jaundice is the yellowness you see over the skin and the eyes in the first week or 2 after life. This happens with babies' blood cells are actually transitioning from a fetal form to a out in the world form, and they're having some breakdown of red blood cells, and it gives off that bilirubin that makes them yellow. The cool thing is the body's designed to get rid of this through their poop or with light exposure, also through their pee. The best treatment for jaundice is feeding. The more they eat, the more they poop, the more they get rid of that jaundice. They're exposed to light, the more they pee, they also get rid of that bilirubin. This is something your pediatrician is going to look at that first visit and then at that 1 or 2 week visit too, to make sure their levels aren't getting too high. In cases where the level of bilirubin gets really high, it can be dangerous to the brain and cause lasting brain damage. And so this is why the pediatrician is paying attention to how yellow your baby's skin is. Okay, so you've made it through the first week. This
We're making it through the first week. Yes, hello.
We've done this 3 times now. Every time it's been a little bit different, and I don't know if we're getting better or if the kids are just different. Probably a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our first time with our first little girl,
week
Cecilia,
home with Cece
it was so rough. Like she was just like sleeping, happy on people during the day, and then was awake, ready to party from midnight to 6 a.m. every night, and like. She wasn't latching well, wasn't feeding well.
I didn't know what I was doing to help her. Like it was a special
So if you're like if you had a really rough first week, like we've been there.
Yep.
It's tough. Get help.
Yep.
If you can have family help cook food and make sure you're drinking water.
I remember my sister would come take her from like 6:30 a.m. till like 9:30 or whenever she needed to eat again, and we would just sleep from 6:30 to 9:30 every morning because we'd been up all night.
Which was an amazing help, and we're so thankful we had.
I'm
trying to think what's making things go better this time. Like Hank is bigger. He was born 2 pounds bigger, but also he eats a lot better.
He does. And I think some of that is just I know how to help him a little bit better. He doesn't. I don't think he has a tongue tie like the last ones did. You're doing a real good job, huh, Blue Eyes?
And so like the struggles, like you're just exhausted, like your hormones are all over the place for mom and dad.
Yep.
Like it's okay.
Well, more dad than
Dad's
mom.
hormones are all over
and
the
the toddlers.
Yeah.
But
and so there's so much change going on. So like seek help if it's, fussy babies are often hungry babies.
Yeah.
Feed them often. How many times did Hank eat in the first 2 days?
Hank was on the boob when I looked at my app. I wanted to, because I knew this would come up. I clicked all the times that he was on the boob 15 times that first day of life. So this feed every 2 to 3 hours is not 100% correct in those first days.
They're going to feed
breastfeeding.
almost every hour at times, cluster feeding, because it's them learning how to eat, them getting calories. The volumes of those early feeds are really small because their stomach on day 1 is the size of the tip of your pinky, right? This is also encouraging mom to make more milk, and so the best thing to set yourself up for success is good feeding, which sometimes is anything but natural.
Yeah.
It's like this thing that feels like should be easy and
it's not.
beautiful, and sometimes it's just gritty and not easy at all.
And painful and all these things. So I think the other thing you get lulled into at the hospital, fresh newborn babies sleep like 18 to 22 hours a day. Like they're just sleepy little beans. And so you're in the hospital and everything's fine and they just sleep and you hold them and they sleep in their little bassinet, and then you get home and they are starting to wake up.
Yep, and they're starting to get hungry and...
Yeah, and so we've joked well, he hasn't really... Things have been somewhat peaceful because Hank hasn't really woken up yet. But even waking him up to feed him sometimes is like, come on, little baby, wake up, we gotta eat.
Wake that sleeping baby in the daytime. Wake them, don't let them sleep more than 2 hours. Get them eating so that then it's going to help them be awake during the day so that they learn what night is too.
We loved taking care of babies, newborn sleep class, her ABCs of sleep. I watched it again before Hank came because it's just that good with tips on newborn sleep. And again, you cannot spoil a newborn. You can hold them. You can do contact naps. All these things are wonderful. That first 4 weeks she talks about is really about practice. Anything you do is just practice to set you up for good habits in the future, but not to stress about it. But it was helpful to refresh some of that. We also have an episode all about newborn sleep you can check out.
And I think the other thing about this early time home is, we've got 2 toddlers at home. We've got an almost 4-year-old and a just barely 2-year-old. Using this time as much as you can, when grandparents around or someone's around to hold the baby, to just give as much attention to them. We actually, because we're both home on parental leave, getting more time with our toddlers, and so
so fun.
It's helping that transition. Definitely there's lots of emotions this week. More tantrums, more screaming, but also just more love, more joy, and so everything's tough. Everything's wonderful. Not everything's wonderful. There's lots of things that are wonderful. If you're struggling, get help. Remember, postpartum blues and depression are very real. If you are feeling sad, you are having trouble attaching your baby, you have thoughts of self-harm or harming anyone else to your baby, please let someone know. That's the most important thing we talk about.
Thank you. Hi.
He's eating.
Yep, he's eating.
got a
Let's
big
keep
session.
going. Let's keep going.
The most important part of this episode, if you need help, reach out. Call your pediatrician, call your OBGYN.
Call anybody. Yep. Because it's really hard. You're sleep deprived. You're healing. You're hurting. You have this totally, as Kurt says, unreasonable little being that you have to keep alive. Don't forget, you can just set them down. A crying baby isn't a live baby. Put them on a safe, flat surface and just like take a deep breath. Go get a drink. Go eat an ice cream, a couple bites, like whatever will help recenter you. It's going to be okay. It will get better. It will get better and wonderful.
Yep.
So.
And we're going to be here next week for an update on our 2-week-old, and also check out all the postpartum content about Mom 2,
Yes.
other tips and tricks coming your way.
Yeah. All right. Hopefully that was helpful and you guys are doing okay in that first week home with your new baby. You can
To split the defense. That was a good save by the keeper, but how did they get that shot off to begin with? Time's all done, and that's it, Ben. Good goal! Just listen to the crowd. What a finish! Ahí le pega. They're called in an offside position. Short pass of a free kick. They just got the keeper to beat. Oh, that was close. The ball played to a defender, and we're back underway. Oh, using the body well there, right? That's a good move to find space in behind. Very nearly on target. We're back to moving the ball again. Well, this match is half over now, and it's been nothing less than fabulous. Are they wasting time here, or what? That's how they find themselves in an offside position. That free kick puts the ball back in play. And that's a book, and the ref's got it right. A yellow card is shown. And they take the set piece. Oh, great hands by the keeper. Moving the ball well here. Back to the keeper. Can they do it? They're fighting themselves. Goal! All credit to the goal scorer. Oh, you got to think about it. The keeper has a great deal of responsibility. That ball is wild. They find themselves in an offside position. They quickly move that ball back in play. What is it they can do from this sort of position? Let's see what they do from here. Great challenge as disaster is averted. Is there another net out there on the field that I'm not aware of? Oh, it's way off target. Backtracking to the midway point. Just how you do it in practice, right? That's a very dangerous position. But just answer one thing for me. What was the keeper thinking? short. Whistle's gone and the play will stop. It's an offside. Oh, wow. And I thought for sure this was going to be a goal. And they come away with it. Nicely done. Play broken down in the middle of the park. Well, that was really important work out there from the defender. And they're going at it. Man, man, goal! That was a big bang to make the goal. Kiss the back of the net. There they go, back in possession. That's what good positioning will give you in return. And that's it. Game's over. What an incredible match of five-a-side football. Defender has it now. As straightforward a tackle as you can find. That ball's looking good. Oh, and now it's a reckless challenge, and the play is stopped. A yellow card is shown. They decide to keep it simple on the free kick. Good foundational move. Free kick played short. The ball in attacking position. Oh my, what a save! Well, they're moving quite nicely in attack there. Unable to hit the target. The ball played to a defender, and we're back on their way. Oh, this is special team with special plays, special players. There's options from the other end of that cross. Here comes the corner kick. It's going to be tough to defend this one as they try to pull ahead. A straightforward attack as you can find. This could be good. It's in! Goal from another zip code! What an absolutely incredible, marvelous, fantastic finish! Well, just unable to find the final pass. Ball back on the pitch. Great ball to split the defense. It's a goal! Goal! Coming. What a match so far. Oh, wow. I thought for sure this was going to be a goal. Oh, that was so close. Easily played to a defender. And the play moves forward now. Come on, take it. There's their ball again. There it is in the middle of the park. That's a threatening ball. It's a goal! What could that be for them? Back in possession now. Goal! That was a big bang to make the ball kiss the back of the net. Oh, you can do this. Quick change of direction here. This could be dangerous. Oh, it was beautifully taken, and now you can put a happy face on that report card. Oh, look out. Building up the attack nicely. Good goal! Beautiful score! Oh, this could be dangerous. And it goes out for a throw. Just go ahead, press the button. And now the ball will be placed at the corner of the pitch. Quick pass to the nearest player. And they go back in possession. Oh, this looks dangerous. They started carrying forward. There goes the cross. It's a few teammates. It's in goal! Oh, and you got a feel from the keeper. They did everything right the first time. Oh, they found the back of the net. Just listen to the crowd. They're going wild. That's a nice looking ball. And the build-up has begun. Nice spot to regain possession. Beautiful vision. This could be good. And they just missed that one. Ball's back into play. Good attempt, but a better save. And that ball is treacherous. Challenging to get possession. And the whistle's gone. That's going to be a second yellow, blue card given. And the free kick taken. And it's so much harder to do it when they have less players on the pitch. And like the final whistle, just look at those players. They're exhausted. They gave it all today. evening, ladies and gentlemen. Fernando Palomo here with you for this exciting event. We've got a stadium full of fans and some fierce competition. I think you know what time it is, right? It's time for Rush. 3, 2, 1. Ahí va la pelota, vámonos. That's a great stop by the keeper. Goes out of play. And they play it short. That's a really good stop by the keeper. Oh, would you look at that? They got the ball back. A straightforward attack as you can find. Great chance against the keeper. Goal! Oh, credit to the goal scorer. Oh, you got to think about it. The keeper has a great deal of responsibility. Oh, look out! That's a stop the target. And the keeper's happy to get the ball rolling again. Can they test the keeper? That's a good bit of goalkeeper, but just couldn't keep it in. It's a short corner. Let's see what they do from here. Came up short, just not able to pick out the right pass. And there goes trouble. And just a bit too much on it. Straight to the keeper. Moving the ball to the middle of the park. Great chance. They just won the ball. That was a good challenge. There goes straight on goal. And that'll put an end to that attack. You can sense it. They're actually building something. Great last-ditch effort from the defense. They're building it up now. What can they do? Good block from the defender. They've just been cut in an offside position. They take a set piece right away. Dangerous giveaway. That's a nice pass there. And the keeper comes out with a punch. Could be a real chance here. That was a great bit of goalkeeping, but they couldn't keep it in. A quick pass to the nearest player. It's a good cross. Teammates are ready. And that ball is treacherous. Good hard tackle. That's what good positioning will give you in return. Beautiful ball to split the defense. Goal! And this one puts it all even on the scoreboard. Tracking the ball back to the middle. Now what can they do from this sort of position? Simple tackle, but it's over the touchline. It's been quite a match, this one so far. Half of the time already gone. He's kicking the ball out, relieving some pressure. Good position here on the right flank. That's a good-looking attack there. Oh, they just lost possession right before goal. Defender has it now. It's a quick pass so we can get moving. Can they put it away? Oh, saved by the keeper. Now, what can they do from the corner? Ball played short. They've read the danger well and cut the attack. keeper in the way. Goal! They pulled ahead here. Just what they needed. They broke at the deadline.
The keeper gets us going again. The play moving forward.
A bit of room out wide. Good save by the keeper. There's no getting away with it now. With all that technology, it's an offside. They take the set piece right away. Good bit of defensive work. I'll be happy to get the ball here. Good job regaining possession. Unlucky to be cut out of position there. Nicely looking cross. They're trying to mount the attack. And they're playing it back. Comes away with it cleanly. It's crossed in with Smith. A great headed effort to beat the keeper. What a finish. And we're on their way again. Going for the tackle. It's an interesting move there. Still all tied up thanks to the goalkeeper. Amazing stop. Simple shot requires a simple save. And the build-up has begun. And it's done. Goal! People, let's get it moving, and I want to see some more action. You tell me they have a chance here? That pass was cut out immediately. Oh, surely. And they missed the shot. How did they waste a chance to tie it? They play it short to resume play. This is where they start planning the attack. Beautiful vision. Go. See it? Boom goes the dynamite. Heads up, 10 seconds to go. And that's it. The game is over. Look up at the scoreboard. 4-2. We saw a great bit of football here tonight. gentlemen, welcome on this spectacular evening. I'm Fernando Paloma, and I'll be your guide through all the action. The stands, they're all packed. There's not one seat left in this building. They know it. This is Rush. And there goes the ball. Good, great on the play to block it. And the ball's played short. A beautiful looking tackle. They're getting close. Can they finish it? It looks good. That's some outstanding bit of defending. Awesome execution there. Good. And he certainly wasted no time in getting the scoring underway. Very creative. Well, there's no openings upfield. Great chance here against the keeper. Already in the lead, they can pull ahead even more with this corner kick. Back in possession now. It's a nice tackle to win the ball. There they go, back in possession. Ball in the halfway point. Well, just unable to find the final pass. Beautiful vision. They just repossessed that ball like they owed money. Turning the game into a physical one. Awesome save, and the phone is still around. Well, they've begun the build-up. Oh, look at that. We might see some danger. They got the ball in a great place to start building something. Just to keep it a beat. They were able to work it out nicely. In the end, they put it in the back of the net. And they're out of position, which in the rule book is called an offside. They made the free kick short. They won the ball again. This attack looks threatening. Watch out. That's their ball. Interesting place to get it back. And there we have it. Tiro de esquina, papá. And they go short ball here. Safely collected by the defender. They're exposed to the back. The counter's on. Cut it out to build up well here. And the keeper's happy to get the ball rolling again. Oh, there could be something there. They're getting into a good position here. They read the play so well. Now they have the ball again. Well, maybe they can do better next time, right? It's a quick pass so we can get moving. Awesome execution there. And that's stopped by the keeper. That was an incredible goal-scoring opportunity. Halfway through this match, I think we can all agree it's been an exciting one, right? That's a threatening ball. And they're in possession again. Great read by the defenders. They did a great job. I'm telling you, there's a chance. Oh, the keeper, what a stop. And then we have a corner kick. It's a short corner. That was an important bit of defending right there to regain possession. Fantastic piece of defending. It's in goal! Beautiful finish. Worth framing it and putting it on the wall. Goal! And this one's for the fans, and the stands are going crazy. great spot to win the ball. Oh, target easily handled by the keeper. No time wasted, and we're back on the way here. Ball at the halfway point. It's a good challenge. There goes straight on goal. And it goes straight on goal. But it has to be asked, where was the keeper in that play? Oh, look out. Counter looks good here. And now the defender has won that. Oh, this is a special team with special plays, special players. Pass to the nearest player. This could be it. I cannot believe what I just saw. What a stop. Maybe they're inviting a bit of pressure. They're moving the ball well. This could be a good chance. Has to be. And there we have it. Tiro de esquina, papá. Corner straight into the box. That's a bad miss. I've been typical of them to be wasting chances like that. This is where they start planning the attack. Oh, that looks dangerous. Oh, it's off the mark. They've missed it with such time left. This game might as well be over. Look at that ball is treacherous. Good challenge. The call. Free kick played short. This play looks threatening. And they just ran out of pitch. All credit to the defenders, but there's a huge wide line that tells you where not to go. Good safe clearance, corner kick. They're playing it near. Just go ahead, press the button. Whoa, look out. And that's it. They're staying in it. They can breathe a sigh of relief. They're moving on to the next round of the competition.
बल्ल भए Hogwarts Legacy.
आफै गयो
हाउ
मेरो त
दाइ के छ हालखबर
ठिक छ ठिक छ आइसिएस पनि हैन भन्ने
सिएसको त खेल्ने मुडै छैन आज त किन आज यो गेम अवार्डले गर्दा सबैमा इङ्ग्लिस
एमआईले
भन्दा अहिले
यस
गेम
7 मा
अवार्ड
छ 7 मा
मलाई थाहा हुन्छ यहाँ
यो अवार्ड सकिँदा आज
कति
ब्याक
स्टार
L1 L1 उ त्यही दुईटा स्टार त्यही हो
गेम अवार्ड
L1
सकिँदा
हो
Game
L1
कति गेम जित्यो
Game
भनेपछि
Award लाई
Finisher
बिलले
आएछ।
ब्लेम हान्दिएर
लास्ट विक
ये
गेम अवार्डले के भयो
ऊ
त
एउटा
पाए
रहेछ 5 हेर 5 को 1 स्टार मात्रै रहेछ
सधैँ नयाँ नयाँ गेमहरू यसो हेर्दै त्यही भएर अब सिएस खेल्ने भन्छ नि अहिले
ब्याक टु अनबाट ब्याक टु
बोनस पाउँछ
पाउँछ त्यहाँ के बोनस आउँछ
क्रिसल बनाउनु
होइन।
भने खेल्ने भन्दै थियो भर्खर नि त
20
ए हिल बोला मलाई पख
क्रिस हेलो
खानजानला
हिल बोलाउनु त हिलमा हिल गर्छु तिमीलाई
सिएस भनेर के छ
गरिदिए
आउनु हान्दिम के छ सिएस हान्दिम
स्ट्याटस
लेभल अप अनटच
आनिमी छ हान्ने के हान्ने
कहिले 10 डेज
हिलिङ वाला खै कहाँ छ हिलिङ
मिसन खेल्ने
वाला
के लिङ्क क्रिस हौ
हिलिङ हेल्प
कृष्ण बोल्नु
फलो
न।
सिङ्गल पोस्ट
मिसन खेल्ने कि प्रिमियर खेल्ने
हिल हिल वाला आयो ल
आनु
एकचोटि
सेलिङ
आएर
खेल्ने
मलाई
भनेको
एक्सेप्ट गर त ल खै त
इन्भाइट गर नि त खै इन्भाइट हिलमा त
साउ गेम नखेल्ने रे है खेल्दै नखेल्ने
खै
हिल हिल
तिम्रो
फ्रेन्डमा जाउँ न फ्रेन्डमा गएर हिलमा
ए होइन नाति सुमी होइन नाति सुमी
हो नि आयो एन्टर
दुईटा नाति सुमी रहेछ त फेरि
ला त्यो आयो नाच्ने एक्सट्रा नम्बर
हिलको
एक्सेप्ट
लागि गरिहाल्यो त
लाइक गरेर जाऊ अनि लाइक हिल कति चाहिँ लाइक गरेर जाऊ त्यहाँ नि
मलाई नि लाइक हान्दै
कस्तो ढिलो त आज त ढिलो भयो त
लाइक हान्यो भने लेभल अप हुन्छ
12
हैन
बजीसम्म लेख्छ नि त हुन्छ नि
लेभल अप
ल एक्सेप्ट 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 एक्सेप्ट
छैन
निस एक्सेप्ट गर नि
कहाँ रहेछ हौ तिमी तोरी
एक्सेप्ट
हजुर
That's never gonna
Hello.
ever take away from me.
ल्याउनु
लाइक लाइक ल लाइक
के
लाइक
हेर्छु हेर यस्तो
म त क्याडी बेरी पनि मिस भयो मलाई
लाइक लाइक लाइक
कस्तो
केटी
सुन्दर
बेरी त दामी हो नि त्यो जमानाको
त्यही भने आज क्याडी बेरी आज सिमरी
क्याटी पेर यहाँ के अरे
मानिदिनु
क्यानाडाको फर्मर प्राइम मिनिस्टरको चलिसक्यो त्यहाँ
हो र
अनि?
क्याडी बेरी त म बियर्स भनेको के भयो
अनि पुरा बोटमा चुम्मा चाटी
दोस्रो बियर्स भन्छ जसले अर्को बियर
क्रिसपाल पनि ह्याक भयो रे नि त ए ह्याक रे के भ्याक ब्यान्ड खाएर नि त भ्याक लाइभ हो कि भ्याक ब्यान्ड हो
हो र ओ शिट हेरमै आज सेसको खाए
कुल डाउन हो
हैन उले अर्को प्रोफाइलको फोटो हाल्दा थियो नि
होइन अघि नै लाइभ देखाएको भने
हो र
अनि लबीमै गएर देखाएको
ओ माय गॉड किन यस्तो केटाहरु सबै चिजहरु आज अपडेट गर्नु भन्दै थियो त मैले आज पढाएको थिएँ यसकोबाट के भन्छ भन्दाखेरि हैन
कुल डाउन खाएको हो कि बिहान होइन
ल
केटाहरूले बुझ्दै बुझ्दैन
मस्जिद प्रोभाइडर हेभ अलरेडी बिन अपडेटेड अन कन्स्ट्रक्ट ल हेरेको केटाहरु यस्तो छ रिवर्क मुभमेन्ट रिवर्क जम्प बग रिवर्क सबै बनाइसक्यो रे
होइन अपडेट त भएछ अपडेट त जमाना
इम्प्रुभ भनेछ रिवोक त जम्मा 2 वटा आएको मात्र
नाइफ बट हैन के हो
120 होला
होला नि किन
नाइफ बट
ओइ ल
भने
र मैले बिया पाल्न सही हुने भए त्यो एउटा मैले देखेँ गाडी
ब्यान होला यार
ऋषि मुनिले नि ब्यान हाल्छ खातेको छोराले चोरहरु मासले मेरो र्याङ्क फेरि दे 23 दिन अगाडि ब्यान हाल्छ
कोकोले ब्यान खाछ
फेक गाडी चले खातेको छोरो
सीएस
ल
बसबाट
25 दिनमा 25 दिनमा